Welcome travelers from the winding trails. Grab a spot by the hearth and a pint of ale. A brief respite from our noble quest. Lean back in a chair for the Song of Rest. Hello travelers and welcome to the Song of Rest, a place where our heroes and the deities that guide them gather to share a behind-the-scenes and behind-the-screens look at the unfolding adventures in Archipeldia. Gathered before us is our dungeon master, Aaron Rollins, and his band of players, Janelle Wilke, Chad Stafford, and Ben Holland. But I'll let them do the talking, and I'll get back to playing.
As long as no one walks in the drip zone, we'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. You guys have to explain yourself.
God.
What was that joke?
Explain yourself.
Oh, God.
Objection.
Explain yourself to me.
I'm not going to explain it. Ben gets to explain it.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God. So when we went to Tucson Comic-Con last year, on the way back and forth to our Airbnb, we just saw a thing called a place called the Drip Zone.
It was magical.
We had no idea what it was. So of course, we had to look it up. And it was a sneaker and vape store. And so, as you know, when you go on a trip with friends, there's always at least one running joke that pops up. And every joke was about the Drip Zone. And every joke for Tucson Comic-Con is in about a month and a half of recording this. And the Drip Zone comments have not stopped yet.
Right.
And like we had jokes about like you can only pull up there with your Cybertruck, and they have parking lots that say for real ones only.
And if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
The drip zone is just the amalgamation of absolute toxic bro culture.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it is bro culture.
That's what we're making fun of if anybody's confused.
Yeah, that's what we're making fun of. We are making fun of absolutely toxic bro culture, and it literally might be my favorite joke that's popped up in years. So the fact that Aaron made a Drip Zone joke.
I think because we passed it on the way to the convention center, and we're like, it was one of those things where like, that's not real. That's not the words that we just read. That's not possible. And it was a concept, like we're setting up the booth for BBR, and we're just like, it couldn't have been the Drip Zone, right? Like that's not what the sign said. So then when we drove back to the Airbnb, we made sure to read the sign and like, no, that is the Drip Zone. What the fuck is inside of there? It's so bright. I couldn't even tell. We drove slowly. I still couldn't tell what was in there. So we had to look it up.
In their Instagram, with the most upsetting part is Chad and I we're pulling it up. We're like sitting at the Airbnb. We pull up on Instagram. We're like, damn it, it looks so nice inside.
It's so clean and polished and well laid out. Like, how dare you? How dare you have an aesthetic?
How dare you be cool?
I don't want you to be cool. Or at the very least organized.
So Salix's tree just has like a sign that says the Drip Zone on
Yes.
it. Then.
+1 sneakers and vapes.
Oh, now I'm going to have to work that into her
Oh
character.
my God.
Yep.
Canonically, Salix needs to have a vape pen.
You smoke a vape and you get gaseous form.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
God.
God.
Yes, please
She
all
just
of
like
this.
lifts up her cloak and you just see some chunky ass
Sneakers.
Some real pump up your kicks, Air Jordans, like some ridiculous overpriced sneakers. Love it.
Just the thickest sole. Just platform sneakers.
Please come see us at Tucson Comic-Con in just a few weeks. We'll show you where the Drip Zone is if you want to know.
Yeah. So this was an epic episode.
Yes.
Holy shit. It went through all the gambit of emotions.
Yeah. Remington is the Vorpal sword.
That was a sick reveal.
It's the coolest twist ever.
I'm glad you guys liked that. That was kind of the so. I guess I'll allude to this because we've now seen it happen. But the whole concept of a Vorpal bunny is kind of the basis behind Remington being the Vorpal soul that goes with the Vorpal blade. And that you guys were carrying one around the whole time, but no one really knew what constituted a Vorpal blade. And Remington, to be fair, had never touched Sherman's sword before.
Well, and I remember, I think last time we played, when it was like, oh, Third might know what a Vorpal blade is. He knows about weapons. I think I rolled a 1 or a 2. It's like, nope, you have no idea. You can't spell Vorpal, Thrig.
You can't spell Vorpal.
I can read.
Right?
I can read. And when you had Remington, or when Baba Yaga was reaching out to Remington and also talking about Sherman's sword, they're more like symbolic. Like it wasn't a fixed thing that was always the Vorpal sword, but because of their nature, because it was like Remington wanted vengeance for his loved ones, and because of the way Sherman's sword was forged, the two combined became the Vorpal weapon.
Yeah. Basically, Baba Yaga is just so like perceptive. Like she is all wise and all knowing of things around her. She can see people's auras. She can see the energy coming off of people. She knows what a Vorpal blade is. She knows what the Jabberwock really is. And it was like a circumstantial thing of, could the Vorpal blade have been wielded by someone else? Maybe, but did anyone else have a true reason for vengeance against the Jabberwock?
Mm-hmm. The Vorpal blade could have even been something else if it was under the right circumstances, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like kind of a situational thing where this is the right kind of like marriage of elements. It's like, oh, yep, this is a Vorpal blade because of this.
Yeah, and the Vorpal, like it situationally again, let's say you were fighting the hags, and the hags have been the cause of so much death and destruction for you guys. A Vorpal blade might react to you because you have a reason. You have vengeance in your heart, if you're letting yourself go that direction. So the situation kind of just led to Remington. That really kind of is his purpose in all of this. I think one of the things I didn't plan for, and I like to talk about stuff that with a D&D campaign, you can't script everything. You can script barely anything, honestly. I always love to see how you guys come to discover the truths of what's happening around you. And having Baba Yaga tell Remington that he is the Vorpal soul, him being scared, I think, was like something that I didn't really think about, like how his reaction would be to her giving that information. It's funny that I'm role playing with myself essentially, but I'm coming to realize certain things as that's happening because I'm transitioning between characters. That Remington's initial reaction, I didn't plan for him to tell Timothy, give the stone to the beast, because that didn't cross my mind, but he was scared. And that's all he wanted was to give the stone, make it go away. That's all he wanted. And it took Baba Yaga to be like, you want this thing dead. You just aren't giving into those feelings, so.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. It was good misdirection too, because that made the reveal of him being the reason we won that fight all the better.
Yeah.
You did so much damage to that thing, Thrig. I was wondering if you were going to be able to tack on enough damage to kill this thing while it was still regenerating. And you got pretty close.
Well,
pretty close.
I've never had a character that had such a high damage roll.
Yeah.
And I roll a +8. And so even when I rolled a 10, which was my worst roll on damage, I was like, because I didn't know I thought this thing, I didn't know where its AC was, of course. And I thought, that's the one. So it's like, geez. So yeah, Thrig might be a little broken in that regard, but.
Yeah, that's what he does best.
Yeah, it's literally all he does do. He's an idiot.
He gives and takes damage.
That is what he is built for. And it's really fun to do that. I really got like the opportunity that I got a chance to cycle my elements on my axe to see if anything did anything. Because at first I was hoping for the thunder damage, go based on that Thrig would remember we made noise last time. And I remember someone did thaumaturgy. It might even have been me. The first fight in the field did thaumaturgy to kind of get its attention. And so I thought, okay, maybe that'll confuse it. He didn't care. And then when he opened it, I was like, well, acid damage sounds like I would hate to get acid in a wound. And they're like, nuh-uh. I was like, damn it. And I was like, all right, well, what else would work? And I'm just like, I was trying to have fun with it because I was like, well, if I use fire, fire would close and cauterize the wound. Like, I've never used cold damage, so let's try that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could have used any element that would have hurt it, like that it would have like been vulnerable to. But it was fun to like.
No, the only thing that it was weak against, I should say, vulnerable to, was the Vorpal sword.
Okay.
And I'm just looking at this again after we had calculated all the numbers at the end of the fight. It's actually vulnerable to Vorpal sword damage, and with Remington critting it for 45.
Oh, was it 90 then? Should it have been 90 points of damage?
Oh, you know what? I think, yeah. I think I did it wrong because I think I rolled his sneak attack damage 3 times. I should have rolled it twice. So no, that's true. I did roll it twice because it was the base damage of the weapon plus 2 sneak attacks because he crit it. So yeah, it would have been 90 damage that he did with that final attack.
Oh,
damn.
my God.
Hell yeah, bunny.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And I crit twice and I was so annoyed, but on both of my crits, I rolled a 1 on my D12s. It's like, no.
Yeah.
But
now it was immune to poison, and it was immune to acid because the decomposing gaze is acid damage.
Oh,
so
cool.
it basically survives within decay.
If I got another chance, I was going to swap to fire just to see, because then I get to use everything. Because I can also make my axe lightning, but I used lightning with my storm strike.
Yeah.
And you didn't say that it was anything else. So that actually was really fun for me to really get to use that ability to its fullest, which was really cool.
I mean, it's how often do you get to switch damage types like that? Like, how many different builds allow you to do that? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a rare thing. Freaking have at it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and the fact that I can also do it at range.
Right? Yeah, you throw it and get it back.
And it comes back. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, and which I got to do because I got to do it with the dagger too, to help with a puzzle.
Yeah. Oh, that was so cool.
Because that's how we melted the snow.
Yeah. You did get to use every element.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I did. I got to use fire. So I got to use every element at my disposal today.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
And even as like not someone participating in this fight, it was still so enthralling for me. Like, Aaron, when you dropped the Jabberwock into our midst, I don't know, I just had this shiver go down my spine, like, oh my God, okay.
I didn't think it would get there. I didn't think it was anywhere near where we were. That was a shock to me.
Yeah, I was not expecting it. That was so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the episode is basically that you're going to lock away the hags from being able to interfere with the ritual to free Baba Yaga, but there was still a threat on the Feywild that could stop this from happening.
So can I ask you a question? If I was worried about the tree because I remembered when Timothy backed up to the tree, but it wasn't my turn. So I didn't want to yell out like, they withered the tree before, and B, I didn't want to metagame. Let's say it was one of the trees that we had put the symbol over, right?
That was one of my worries of going anywhere near one of those.
Yeah.
And potentially opening a gate. Yeah. I was going to a place where I thought I would get like a boon or a protection, and that backfired horribly.
Could one of the hags come out and joined the fight? Or because they were trying to get through.
So I will say that in a situation like that, the seal that you had put in place was preventing anything from going in or out. So like if the decomposing gaze had hit one of those trees, it would have basically bounced off of the sigil.
Okay.
And not damaged the tree at all. So the tree was kind of protected just by default,
Got it. Because I was worried that was going to be like, all right, then someone just popping out and joining the fight, and now it's so much worse,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question for you, Aaron.
Okay.
For the basically for the salve that Flowerkraut had to make to kind of like put around Baba Yaga's enclosure where a sacrifice had to be made. Did you have something else in mind?
Truth be told,
Did you think I would go? Do you think I would have gone differently with this?
I sat for a long time when I had written this one and was like, what is it that I want, that I think Flowercrow would sacrifice? Because I wanted this to have some kind of stake to it. Like, you know, it's not just a simple spell to break her out of a cell that was constructed by all of the sisters, you know? So I stopped trying to come up with what I thought you would do. And I thought the best thing to do, and which I, by the way, DM to anybody else out there who's DMing, let your players be creative and surprise you, because I loved what you did. I really, really thought that was so cool for Flowercrow to, you know, you're adventuring, you're going through dangerous places, yet you have kept these totems of your old party because they're that important. They're important for you to lug them around. And you were like, it's time for me to give them up, you know? So I just thought that was so cool. I honestly didn't have a real answer as to what you were going to sacrifice or what needed to be sacrificed.
Cool. Yeah, it was something that I'm like, I don't know if it could have been thought of for that, because I think I mentioned it maybe in episode 2 that Flowercrow took those things with her. 2 or 3, whichever one was like when Adristia was getting destroyed.
Along with your toothbrush.
Yeah, when she was last in her dwelling.
Sacrifices her toothbrush. She's like,
the fishbone.
My bow staff. I knew it would come back to haunt me.
I'm just now realizing there are some repercussions, because Flowercrow uses those totems in the Pentaclam to summon Brandy, and Brandy just got popped.
So there was 2 moments tonight to where like the drama was too high and I didn't want to make a joke because I just felt like it ruined it. But during that moment, I wanted to make the joke. It's like you see Thrigg slowly pushing Nathaniel in front of the cage.
Sacrifice something you love.
Yeah, that was one. And the other one is I wanted to make a joke after we filled the bag with the poison to Timothy that like, hey, you could sell this back to Tuffet now.
Oh my God.
It's just an ocean of green goo.
Just poison.
Oh, that's funny. That's good stuff. So let me talk about the meta stuff with the Jabberwock really quick.
Yeah, please.
You guys know that the Vorpal sword was the whole point of the Vorpal sword was to keep it from regenerating. And I modified, if anyone out there is doing the metadata lookup and looking at a Jabberwock in the book, understand that I modify the creature. I always modify creatures because I don't like them to be exactly as people see them, so that you don't know what to expect. Like for instance, the original Jabberwock card, the gaze that it does, it's a fiery gaze. It burns things in a line.
Yeah.
I turned it into the decomposing gaze, and it's acid damage instead and stuff like that. So
that's cooler, by the way. That's much cooler.
Yeah, I thought so too. I buffed up the Jabberwock with the intention that you guys would debuff it. So it had more hit points. It regenerated more health than it normally does in the book. But the one thing I took away was that the burble that it does, it's that burble normally has it has like an effect on creatures around it. So normally you'd have to roll like a saving throw, and it may make you walk in a random direction, or may make you actually attack a friend because you start to go crazy listening to it burble. It burbled, but the whole point, the whole function of the burble was to say that it was looking for the Maiden of the Moon.
I do remember you used that in the first time we did the like kind of hide and seek fight, because Flowercrow was in the same area as it, and you made me roll like, I believe, a wisdom save to see if I don't like go insane from hearing this thing mutter to itself.
Right.
But maybe because Timothy has the Maiden of the Moon in hand, it kind of helps counteract that.
Yeah, so I guess I made that decision after the fact, but also what my ideal was is that if you played the Vorpal lullaby, then the burbling effect becomes nothing. It doesn't do anything. But also it starts to lose legendary actions. And
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Wow.
yeah, and it also loses the multi-attack option.
Interesting.
Which
Very cool.
so the between your song and the Vorpal Blade, a buffed up Jabberwock was supposed to be more reasonable of a fight at your guys' level.
If it wasn't for that mating of the moon, I think Timothy would have gone down like 3 times.
Oh, for sure.
So it was plenty tough for our little bird boy.
Yep.
That was an intense, scary fight. But again, as kind of like someone on the sidelines, it was very enthralling to listen to.
Yeah.
Poor Brandy.
Poor Brandy. She wanted to get it. She wanted the neuron nip so bad.
She wanted it so bad.
She got him the one time.
Yeah.
He just had legendary resistance.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually when you bust out the legendary resistance, I went, all right, this is actually for real.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a fight we're running away from or scaring it off again. Nope, this is real.
but you guys did fantastic. Oh, hey, let's talk about your instrument of the bards.
Yeah.
Timothy.
Y'all, Timothy can fly, and he really wanted to that fight.
Yes.
We'll save that for something special.
Oh my God. I was just so, I almost died when you said you had fly on the list.
So there's a bunch of different versions of instruments of the bard. That's the one I thought would be. I mean, and funny enough, all of them have fly. There's a set of spells that all the instruments will cast, and then there's a subset that is based on the type. And that's the one I thought matched up best with what Tierman would have given you. But I thought, and tell me if I'm wrong in saying this, Chad, because you're the one that came up with Timothy's backstory. You're the one that, like, Tierman Brassstone is your own creation. But I thought it was an interesting play on words that as a dwarf, you'd think Brassstone. So it's a dwarf's, the last name is Brassstone.
Brass tone.
But when I created it's brass tone is what the lute is. Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, I had decision paralysis as soon as I was looking at everything that the lute had. So I was just like I'm like, whoa, I have all these new things. And I was panicking low key after I had cast Protection from Evil and Good, because as soon as Remington was using the sword, I was like, oh God, we're going to have to do some level of banishment. Sir Leon's going to try and claim someone else. So we were like low key panicking in our little group chat in the background, where I was just like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And Janelle's like, I've got one in the bell branch. I'm like, save it.
Yes.
Yeah, we did have a thread going.
Yeah.
That was like, what am I forgetting, guys?
That's fine. I support it. So, fan art moment?
I have 3.
Janelle already had a pretty good one right out the gate during the episode, and it's very cute. And I almost want to see it animated.
It was super cute.
Of the 3 of us stacked like a totem pole with a mage hand as like an umbrella, some like Studio Ghibli style cuteness right there.
Yeah.
And you could just title it Leaving the Drip Zone.
We're all wearing freaking sneakers.
Oh man.
Oh, gross. I love it.
Thrig said something. Thrig like sang a cute little song about having a little flower in his hands or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute.
I sang. It was Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer. But I sang Hold Me Closer, My Little Flower, because it was you.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
I just picture a tiny flower kraut in Thrig's hands, like, and she's holding a flower.
Aw, don't make it adorable. Could you draw that, please?
It was just really a cute image.
I just need it for me.
I want to. Yeah.
I had that one. The other one was us with you holding my wrist, like to draw the symbol, like a teacher helping a giant toddler draw a picture on the chalkboard. I really like that. And then honestly, like Remington flipping off the Jabberwock, where he's just sliced this thing all the way, like he's Monster Huntered this thing all the way down its spine would look amazing. And that is something that I almost would like to see Caitlin draw. Our friend Caitlin.
I want to see him like
man.
charging the Jabberwock just post hit where the mask is splintering off from his face, revealing it for the first time while he's charging into battle.
Yes.
Ah, be so
That
cool.
is exactly what I want. Yeah, partial mask, like red eye revealed. He's kind of got that Wolverine pose where he's like in kind of a deep squat about to launch himself.
Heron Barrage.
Oh my.
Bright red Vorpal blade.
Bunny Barrage.
Bunny Barrage.
Funny barrage. You know, I was trying to think of a good fan art moment, but then you guys convinced me that's the one I want of Remington with like just like pieces of his masks like hanging from his face still, but you can see his whole face, and he's just got this look of vengeance and the blade ready to strike. Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to commission Caitlin.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick.
I also would just like to see an overall picture of the grove and the trees, right? Like with just the different trees and all the elements that were on them. I think in the way I was picturing it in my head, that place was actually really colorful. Not happy colors, but still really colorful. With all the way the trees would look and everything.
God damn it. When you kept describing it as a pizza, my brain was like, when the moonstone hits your eye in the Jabberwock pizza pie. Like, God damn it, Aaron.
That's
Sorry,
funny.
My dumb brain was just like, oh, we're like in Click Clock Wood and Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh man.
Each tree takes us to a different season. I'm like, no. Or the trees from Nightmare Before Christmas that have all the different holidays.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Which we did.
Mm-hmm. We ended up there already. We just didn't know it.
Yeah, if we had gone into like the Ashen Tree, would we have ended up in Christmas Town? And
Probably. I don't know.
sweet.
Did you guys open up like the egg tree? No, yeah, it was like not the egg tree. There was a stink tree of some sort in the episode.
Yeah, I think we.
It was onion,
I think we did the
An
onion
onion
tree.
or
We did the
something?
onion tree. You did tell us
Yeah.
about the egg tree having Remington. Like we would have stolen Remington in a
Yeah.
sack.
He would have been their Easter bunny. Yep.
God. Yeah.
I love it. We would have just cut straight to you guys delivering Remington to Bergie Wergie.
Buddy. No,
Yeah.
no, no.
What the hell are you doing?
What the hell are you doing to me?
Who the hell are you?
Goddamn kids just walk into Easter Town and grab me? What the fuck?
I love Remington's continued joke that we've been perpetuating that he just mispronounces things entirely.
Was it like the Boba?
Bobo Yogo.
Boba Yogo.
Baba Yagi.
The lycanthropes.
Baby Yoda over there.
Baby Yoda.
So, God, what do we think is going to happen next?
The Feywild arc is coming to a close.
It's that big tree that we need to go to next.
And Thrigg wants his hit points back.
Timothy wants a long rest. Real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet. Thrigg is like out of everything. I think he's got like one rage left.
I will say that I thought this fight was definitely going to take down at least one of you guys. I thought maybe Timothy was going to eat it, but
How
the
dare you.
Moonstone
always
kept.
me.
Well, and then here's the other thing I thought what you guys were going to do. I thought, because it's very obvious that the Jabberwock was going after whoever had the Maiden of the Moon, that you guys were going to toss it to each other. You're just going to be like, hey, here, and you throw it. It changes its focus, and whoever catches it gets healed from it. So it's like you start playing keep away that way.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy just went through a situation where he lost one of the people he cared about most. He wasn't ready to put that responsibility in anybody else's hands. He wasn't willing to see anybody else get hurt.
Here's what I thought actually was going to happen. I didn't think that when Baba Yaga was saying, hey, you're the Vorpal soul and that's the Vorpal sword, I wasn't picking up that they were going to have to be combined, right? Like they would need to go together. So I thought he was going to realize something with him, so he was going to do damage. I was going to go over and take the sword off Timothy's back, and I was going to take the Maiden of the Moon, and I was going to become super tank. Was like my plan. Was like, give me that, and give me the thing, and we can just play who can regenerate more.
Yeah, honestly, that would have been insane. I don't know if you like, God. Well, if the Vorpal sword was working in your hands, you would have won that fight.
Yeah, which sounds like it wouldn't be. It sounds like it wouldn't work
Right.
in my hands.
Right.
But yeah, but that was my plan. I was like, oh wait, I have an idea. But it better this way. Honestly, it was cooler this way.
I will go ahead and say, kind of circling back to the Vorpal soul, Vorpal blade thing. I mean, anyone who's played D&D knows or Vorpal blades. I wanted the Vorpal soul to be part of the equation, and it's just funny because like my kiddo and I have been watching an anime called Shangri-La Frontier. That's what it's called. So Shangri-La Frontier. It's about a guy who plays VR games. I'm not going to go into the detail about it, but he goes into like a very popular VR MMORPG type game, and he's always trying to challenge like the system and do things that other people don't commonly do. And he runs into this, he kind of gets this achievement where he gets to go to this special area that's run by essentially the rabbit mafia. and he's got this little rabbit companion that travels around with him, and she's adorable, and they all talk about how they all have the Vorpal soul, and that's what their whole family secret thing is. And like, if he works with their family, he will be able to unlock a Vorpal soul in himself. And so like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to run with this. Nice. I love this so much,
that sounds great. So I actually, that answers a question. I was going to ask you if the Vorpal soul was your own creation, or if it was something that actually in D&D, because I wasn't familiar with it. So it sounds like you just found a way to make it work. Which is really cool.
Yeah. And you know what? Hold on a second. I'm going to look up, because I don't think I ever looked up what the definition of a Vorpal sword is.
Well, I think it's really funny because the Vorpal blade comes from friggin' Alice in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass. So the fact that a rabbit has the thing from Through the Looking Glass is a,
very good.
Yes, I liked that as well.
Yeah, because it comes from that poem.
Yeah, it definitely comes from the poem. That's how it made it with like the Lewis Carroll Jabberwocky poem is how it made its way into D&D. But I just was curious if there was defining things about it, and I don't really see.
In 5th edition?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a big thing in 5th edition, which is why I took a gasp when you crit, is it cuts the creature's head off, is the main feature of the sword.
Right.
Which I only know because of DM stuff, but I gasped. I was like, oh, is he going to cut its head off?
Yeah, the way I envisioned it was that it was just a sword made of hate.
In the American McGee's Alice games, it's just a really cool knife.
Yes, it is. I was thinking about that the whole time. Like, I really want to play that game again.
Yeah, this has been a fun. It's funny. It's kind of hearkening to that series in Ruby where they go into like basically Wonderland. But like this third arc for Break Battle and Roll has really kind of been like the Wonderland arc.
But way better than that, because that arc was like the weakest part of Ruby, in my opinion.
It wasn't very good.
Which is a damn shame, because I do enjoy Ruby.
Yeah, we're in the twisted Wonderland.
I have never watched Ruby, so couldn't tell you.
Well, you can't right now.
Wasn't it canceled, or it was owned by
Blanceled?
Blanceled.
It was Rooster Teeth, and now they're gone. But the
Rooster Teeth,
the company that
Viz Media picked it up, I believe.
And they, if I'm correct, they haven't released a way to watch it yet.
Unless you own the DVDs.
Right.
Above you too.
Which I don't know if they have done the most recent seasons.
I was able to watch them on YouTube for a while there, but I don't know if that's still true.
Oh, that's probably a way to watch it. Yeah. Oh, wanted to talk about the creativity you guys had in putting the sigils on the trees. I thought that was awesome. And I just kind of left that open-ended as to how you were going to interpret what Baba Yaga wanted you to do. So props to you guys for coming up with some clever ways to seal off the trees.
Like how she was kind of saying, like, well, that was certainly creative.
I would have done it.
I would have done the exact same thing.
I would have done the same thing.
Oh my God. Flowerkraut introducing her patron as her mom for a second sent me. I
Mama
was
Yaga.
laughing
Maybe she's
so
not my
hard.
mom.
She's my mom. No, maybe. No.
I love that we have a bag of holding filled with something.
Did we put anything else in there? Like anything important?
Nope.
Okay, great.
Not that I remember at all. The only thing I think we ever put in there was Nathaniel's legs.
But then you got them out.
When we got him out. But I was just like, it was the only thing I could think of. Like, well, we need a container. Well, I've got one, an infinite container, which we know just kind of sucks. So
Just don't put me back in there. It's full of goo.
you like goo. You're mostly goo.
Oh, it's actually quite moisturizing. This is quite nice.
Comes out with the smoothest bones.
I love that I've got levitate and fly. We're going to do some crazy stuff, y'all.
Oh, man.
Also, invisibility. The ring will finally work. Ring goes on. Ring goes on.
The loot goes invisible.
No!
Oh my God.
Foiled again! You just see Tierman's fucking ghost is just cracking up behind him.
He's like, oh, I can finally fly. And the loot just flies away.
No! I'll ride the loot.
Timothy, you didn't tell us that Tierman was like the biggest troll ever.
Yeah, I thought he was a dwarf.
I was going to say.
Oh, yeah, I knew that guy. He was actually my mentor, too.
Is where I bought all this stuff.
Hey, I recognize that loot.
Oh, my God.
It all comes back to Tuffet. He was the BBEG all along.
Yep.
All roads lead to Tuffet.
Oh, man, if you want to, like, subvert expectations, there's one right there. Yeah, Tuffet's the boss.
Oh, I would be, yeah.
Down from the heavens descends Tuffet. On the back of the Jabberwock is
Tuffet.
Tuffet.
Comes out of the Jabberwock course like he was sleeping in a tauntaun. It's like, it was me all along. Now we gotta fight him. He's the second form.
Yeah, and I would have got away from it, away with it if it wasn't for you meddling adventurers.
The Jabberwock was just like a mech the entire time.
Oh, a flesh mech.
Oh, man. People running for their lives is good for business. They get so desperate, they'll buy anything from me.
It was just one big Scooby-Doo episode.
Love it. Well, should we wrap it there?
Yeah, I think so. Awesome job, guys. I think.
Awesome job, you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I know you asked, what do you guys think will happen next? We're gonna find out when we all come back for the next episode. So thanks again for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to our Song of Rest. If you like the adventures your ears just wit on, feel free to listen in on our other adventures from any plane of existence or seeing stone you get your podcasts. Until we meet again, safe journeys, travelers.